Lesson 28, Housekeeping and Utilities. In this chapter, we'll discuss about housekeeping menu, utilities, data export import, and miscellaneous data entry. Under housekeeping menus, various options like rewriting books, reindexing of database, checking of junk characters in masters and vouchers are provided. Utilities are nice to have features that make the work of user more easy. Next is data export import. Using data export import option, you can export or import data in Busy. In case you maintain Excel files, then you can import data from those Excel files also. Next is miscellaneous data entry. Under miscellaneous data entry, we'll discuss about additional data entries apart from transactions. So first of all, we'll start with the housekeeping menu. Under housekeeping menu, first option is reindex databases. Reindexing refers to rewriting index for the database. Reindexing basically frees up the unused space and compacts the database. This option is to be used if there is any corruption in data due to virus attack or hard disk crash. Then reindex help repair the corrupted data to a certain point. Next is rewrite books. Rewrite books refers to re-entering transactions in book of account. Rewrite books performs re-entry in books according to changes made and rebuilds the database. Rewrite is necessary when there is some incomplete values entered in database or there is any change in company configuration. Next is update master balances. Update master balance option is to be used to update balances of masters. This option is used if master balance get disturbed due to any reason such as abnormal termination. You can update balance of all the masters from the starting of financial year. Next is regenerate master help files. Next is update voucher GST summary. Using update voucher GST summary, you can update values if they are not appearing properly in GST summary. Next is recalculate item tax amount. This option is used to recalculate the item tax amount in tax inclusive vouchers. Basically, in tax inclusive vouchers, Busy does a reverse calculation to segregate the tax amount and the item amount. If there is any change in those transactions, then you can use this option. On selecting this option, you can see different filtration criteria and you can select the voucher types and series in which the values are to be updated. Next is regenerate dual vouchers option. Use this option if there is any difference in stock or accounting entries or if you have made any changes in the bill sundry configuration. Next, check incomplete vouchers. Use this option to check transactions that are not entered completely in the database. Next, check junk characters. Using this option, you can check the junk characters in masters or vouchers. Sometimes data comes to us for data repair and there is problem of junk characters only. So you can check this yourself that whether junk characters exist in any masters or vouchers, and later on you can correct them yourself only. Now we'll discuss the utilities menu. For this, we'll go to administration utilities. Utilities, as discussed earlier, are nice to have features. Basically makes our works more quicker and easier. So first of all, here we'll discuss the data freezing utility. Data freezing refers to freezing of data as to a particular date. If you freeze data on a particular date, then you will not be able to make changes in the data entered before that date. On selecting the data freezing option, you can see the two options, full and partial. First of all, we'll discuss the full option. Using full option, you can completely freeze the data to a particular date. You'll specify yes in the freeze data option, specify the freeze date and click the save button. Now we'll go to transaction and modify a sales voucher. As you can see, we have freezed the data till 31st July and we are making changes in a transaction entered on 20th July. So Busy has shown a message box that data is freezed till 31st July. You cannot make any changes in the data entered before this particular date. Now we'll discuss the partial option. We'll again go to administration, utilities, data freezing, partial option. Using partial option, you can partially freeze the data. That means you can freeze certain voucher types or for certain series. Like here we have specified that all series of sales transactions and all series of payment vouchers are freezed. Apart from that, no other voucher data is freezed. Again here also in the sales voucher data is freezed up till 31st July and payment voucher data is freezed up till 25th July. This means that you will not be able to make any changes in the sales transactions entered before 31st July and you will not be able to make any changes in payment transactions entered before 25th July. Next, we will discuss the reference management option. Reference management is used for managing bill-wise references. Here, three options are provided. First option is clear references. Clear references refers to clearing, deleting bill references created in Busy. On selecting the clear bill references option, you can specify the account master range that you want to clear, delete references for all accounts, group of accounts, or for a particular account. Next is auto adjust reference. Auto adjust reference refers to automatic adjustment of bill references created in Busy. By auto adjustment, we mean all references will get adjusted in vouchers according to first in first out method. Next, reference adjustment wizard. Reference adjustment wizard provides facility to adjust bill reference according to your requirement. You can create a new reference or can create a new reference for on account entry or adjust an on account entry with existing reference. You can specify the filtration criteria, and on the right hand side you can see all the instructions also. So this is the bill reference adjustment wizard using which you can adjust various references. Next option is block account item. This option is used to block account item. This option helps in blocking a master for certain transactions. For example, from a particular party, dues are not clear and you do not want to transact further with that party. That is, you only want to enter a receipt transaction from that party and no sale and payment transaction. Then you can use this option. On selecting the option, first of all you will specify the master type. Here we have selected account. Next, account name, block master, yes. Currently its status is appearing as unblocked. Then you want to block it for all the transactions or for selected transactions. We have chosen the selected option and we have selected the sales and payment option. That means this particular account is blocked for sales and payment transaction, and we have specified a reason also, that is earlier dues are not yet cleared. Next, we'll discuss the deactivate masters option. This option is used to deactivate masters that are not further used. For example, a mobile model whose production has been stopped by the company, then you will no longer require it in the transactions, then you can use this option. On selecting this option, a deactivate masters window will appear. First of all, we are selecting the master type as item and then master range, like one item or for a particular group of item we want to deactivate. Then we'll select the item. Here we have selected the item as Whirlpool washing machine and specified yes in the deactivate master option. Now we'll go to a transaction. We'll add a sales voucher. Here we are adding a sales voucher before 31st July. So Busy has shown a message that you cannot enter data before 31st July. Next, we have selected the party as Arshia Enterprises. So Busy has shown a message box that this particular party has been blocked. Similarly, if we see the list of the items, then Whirlpool washing machine item will not appear in the list. Now we'll discuss the data export import option under the administration menu. In the data export import option, you can see first option is import masters from MS Excel. That is, this option is used to import masters from MS Excel file. On selecting this option, an import item master from Excel window will appear. Here on the top, two options are appearing: add new master and modify existing master. Select add new master if you want to only add new master, and select modify existing masters option if you want to modify existing masters also. Next, select the item fields. Here we have selected the item field as item name and Excel field as A, that is mapping of item field with the Excel column. This indicates that in the A column of Excel file, item name is kept. In the B column, item main unit is kept. Next, you will specify the parent group. As to save item master, it is necessary to specify the parent group, and we have not mapped it to any Excel column. Then you need to specify a default parent group. Then specify the path of the Excel file, sheet number, starting row, ending row, from where data is to be imported, and click import button to import the data. Next is import vouchers from Excel option. Using this option, you can import vouchers from the Excel file. Here, first of all, you will select the voucher type, then the format. We have already created a format. On clicking the configure button, you can create a new format also, or can see the configuration of the existing format. Here you can see header fields, item fields, bill sundry fields are mapped with the Excel column. Next, options are appearing: add new voucher, modify existing voucher, skip items with zero quantity, and then create new master used in voucher. That is, if Busy finds any such master which is not yet created, then create those masters. Then specify the default parent groups for account, item and material centers in case they are required to be created. Then from where the item details will be picked, like pick data from item master, price, tax rate, surcharge, or auto calculate amounts. Then you need to specify the bill sundry configuration and then the Excel file details from which data is to be imported. Next is import opening reference from Excel. You can import opening references also, like the references which were pending in the previous financial year will be the opening references, and you can import opening references also. Next, we'll discuss the miscellaneous data entry option. In this, first option is of update daily message. Using update daily message option, you can specify a message that will be printed on the invoice. First of all, you'll specify the date, voucher type, series for which it is to be printed, and the daily message, that is the message which is to be printed on invoice. Next is valid for. If you leave 0 in this data field, then this particular message will be printed on the invoice until you'll next specify a date and a message. Otherwise, the number of days you'll specify here, the message will be printed on that invoice for that particular days only. Next, update transport details. Using update transport details option, you can update transport details in multiple vouchers using one screen. Generally, at the time of entering voucher, you do not know the transport details, then you can use this utility to update transport details in multiple vouchers. Select the voucher type, voucher series, starting date, ending date, and on the screen you can see an update transport details window is appearing, in which you can specify the transport, GRR number, GR date, vehicle number, all such transport details. Next, update purchase bill number date. Use this option to update purchase bill number and date in the vouchers. Select the voucher series and you can see the purchase vouchers of the selected series are appearing. You can update details here. Next is regularize PDC option. Using this option you can regularize post dated checks, that is the transactions you have entered in which PDC date you have entered, you can regularize those transactions. First you need to specify that you want to view transaction for a particular bank or all banks, then specify the starting date, ending date, select the vouchers that are to be regularized, and at the bottom you can see the options save PDC date in narration, save check received date in narration, retain voucher date. You can enable disable these options as per your requirement and click the regularize button to regularize these vouchers. Next is update billing shipping details. Using this option you can update billing shipping details in the multiple vouchers. Update settlement details. Using this option you can update amount settlement details in multiple vouchers. Update voucher optional fields. Using this option you can update voucher optional fields in bulk. And then is your update HSN SSE description. Using this option you can specify the description for the HSN SSE code. You'll specify an HSN SSE code, its unit name and description, and click the save button to save the HSN SSE description. Hope after going through this video you would be able to easily use the utilities, miscellaneous data entry, data export, import and housekeeping menus of Busy. At the end of the chapter we have provided certain exercise. You can view the exercise on the screen and attempt it. Thanks for watching. For more videos subscribe to our YouTube channel.